Alright, so here it is guys, the new GAN Rubik's Speed Cube 2x2. I guess the RSC 3x3 went really well, so GAN and Rubik's decided to collaborate again to make the 2x2 version. I've only so far seen it on GAN's online store, and it's right now $11.99 US. I hope it gets officially released soon and Speedcube Shop can stock it, but for, right now if you want to get more info you can find it on GAN's website. Anyway, getting into the performance of the cube, out of the box it feels pretty good actually. It's pretty smooth, not that bad at all. It's actually a lot quieter than a lot of other 2x2s, and it's very smooth. I know some 2x2s out there are very loud and crunchy feeling, but this is actually pretty nice. So in terms of performance, I'd say it comes fairly close to GAN's other 2x2s like the 249 V2. It has some pretty good corner cutting overall. It doesn't really lock up or catch very much. It's fairly fluid, it feels pretty nice. It's just overall a decent 2x2. It's nothing amazing. I wouldn't say like it's one of the best new 2x2s now, but it's not the worst either. You know, when we think of Rubik's, it's not really that good, but I'd say it's actually kind of like the RSC 3x3 because that 3x3 is kind of in the middle. It's actually a decent 3x3. It's not horrible, but obviously no one really uses it to speed cube unless you're like a beginner cuber or a non-cuber, I guess. But so yeah, I guess this is kind of like the same sort of deal. It's a decent 2x2, pretty good. Obviously amazing for Rubik's because it's made by GAN. So it's but comparing it to other speed cubes, it's kind of in the middle, I'd say. It's actually very smooth compared to other 2x2s. So if you like really smooth 2x2s, then this might be something that you want to check out. And it doesn't actually have any of that honeycomb design or anything. I guess that's only for GAN cubes. So since this is like a Rubik's version, so GAN didn't want to give their honeycomb design away. So it just uses like a basic, doesn't have any like tracks or anything. The actual mechanism that it uses with the 2x2 mechanism with the edges that lock into the centers, that is similar to the 249. It has this weird like click lock mechanism. I don't really know what they call it, but it's just the same sort of mechanism as the 249 version 2. So unlike the RSC 3x3, the 2x2 doesn't actually use the GES tensioning system. Instead, it just uses regular springs, and then it has this sort of cap on it that looks like it's GES, but it doesn't actually have a spring inside of it. So they're just regular springs, and it works by changing the distance. So just like a regular screw head or something like that. So you would just put it in, and the more you tighten it, the tighter the cube gets. If you loosen it, it'll get looser. So it just works like regular tensions, but it looks like it's GES. Obviously with this system, it's not as easy to get even tensions around the cube. You kind of just have to look at the distance that the screw is from the top of the nut. All of them come flush at the top, so you can see right now it's pretty flush, but if I tighten it a lot more, you can see that the screw is actually sticking out a little bit more. So that's how you know that this is tighter than the other one. So you can kind of use this to gauge a better idea of how tight or loose certain faces are. So it's a little bit better than just like plain old screws that you see in almost every other speed cube. So it's a little bit better than that, but still not perfect. It's still not as consistent as GES would be, but it also makes it easier to tension because you don't have to swap out all of the nuts every time you want to change your tensions. Some other things about it are that it does use plastic tiles. So I guess that's kind of Rubik's thing. They like the plastic tiles. The shades are fairly vibrant. I guess the orange is a little pale. The blue is a bit darker, but it's just like Rubik's shades. Like when you look at this, you know it's Rubik's brand because of the shades. The tiles are actually a little bit glossy, unlike the RSCs, which I believe were pretty matte finish like. These ones are fairly glossy, but they still look pretty nice. I actually like them. They're pretty cool, I guess. So that's pretty much it for the GAN RSC 2x2. It's a decent, alright, pretty good 2x2. Nothing amazing, not horrible. And then the pricing is alright too. I think, I don't know how it's going to change for different cube stores. It should be the same though. But yeah, anyway, here are some quick solves if you guys want to check out the overall performance and how I do on it. If you guys enjoy this video, please leave a like. And don't forget to subscribe for more future videos and turn on those notifications. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.